All this week, we've been focusing on how to help you deal with burnout as the pandemic has taken a very big toll on all of our mental health.
Yeah, that's for sure. Channel 3 Waterbury Bureau Chief Dennis Valera is looking at how it's affecting college students.
Ashley Pelletier is in Quinnipiac University's accelerated dual degree track, earning her bachelor's and master's in journalism in 4 years.
So I'm taking at least 1 or 2 more classes than most of the people in my cohort.
That's on top of her duties with the Quinnipiac Chronicle. If the workload wasn't stressful enough, the pandemic made sure to push her over the edge.
I have a lot of health anxiety, and so a pandemic added a whole new level of stress that I had never dealt with before.
Burning her out. She even wrote about it for a story with the paper last spring.
I just don't care about anything if I'm feeling burnt out. I get like a knot in my stomach when it happens, and my migraines from my medication were actually getting a lot worse.
Her burnout continues to persist, and the adjustment back to campus has been tough.
You look around you and people are acting like it's normal, but it's not, and it's really frustrating because we're acting like there hasn't been 2 years of thousands of people dying. We're pretending like we didn't just deal with a national and generational trauma.
Dr. Ariella Redder is the Director of Counseling Services at Quinnipiac. She says the pandemic has only exacerbated anxiety and depression in college students. Both are big contributors to burnout. Dr. Redder adds the transition back to campus has been tough for many students, whether it be their third year like Ashley or first year.
It's not already a difficult transition. It would be for any student going from high school, living at home, to being on campus in a whole different new environment with school pressures. And now we're adding to that, having to maneuver and manage interacting with peers and professors and administrators and just navigating that social sphere in a very different way.
The pandemic, Dr. Redder says, has caused a deficit in developing social skills.
People have been in isolation, forced to be in isolation really for so long. Students had to kind of relearn how to study, how to be in class versus, via a virtual platform, or doing the hybrid, taking exams again in person.
Students experiencing burnout are recommended to take breaks from their schoolwork if they can, do something outdoors like a hike, talk out how you're feeling with family and friends, pick up a new hobby, or at least give yourself a 20-minute break away from anything school-related.
Doing something that is different than your schoolwork for just a little bit of time can really enrich your internal experience and really kind of fuel you back so you can kind of do the things that you need to do.
This is Connor Kaur's first year in college. He says his new friends have been very helpful in making the transition as smooth as it can be.
They've really been very open to listening if I have to vent or rant about anything or that might be stressing me out, just to get it off my chest.
Dr. Redder says there are simple, proactive steps college students can take to prevent burnout, like eating 3 proper meals a day and having a good sleeping schedule. In Hamden, Dennis Valera, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.